everything there is to know, and to see everything there is to show. Though I don't know the words for hot and cold, still I shiver and I burn. Oh, what I want to do right now is learn. Oh, what we want to do right now is learn.
Activities to growing balance in babies. Now we'll show you how we do them with our son Marlo. The first activity, which I like to do with Marlo, is called a shoulder spin, where I hold him here on my shoulder and we spin around like that. Yay, good one.
That's a great one.
Now Mom will do vertical rotation, holding Marlo by the hands and spinning him around. Yay, good one. Now we'll do rocking, where Mom holds both legs and I hold both arms. Remember when you were a baby and your mom and dad would do this to you and then they'd throw you into a bed? Good man, yay! Now Mom will do horizontal rotation, holding one arm and one leg and spinning Marlo around.
Good boy.
Very nice, good one. Very nice. Yay! Now another one that I like to do with Marlo is holding him upside down, like this. Okay, good one. And we do a pendulum swing back and forth, and sometimes we swing between Daddy's legs. Very nice, good one. Very nice. Now, we'll do the activity of pitching, where Mom holds one arm and leg and Dad holds the other arm and leg. And we pitch the baby up and down like this.
Yay!
And then perhaps Marlo's favorite activity of all, tossing him very gently and carefully up in the air.
Yay!
Yay! Yay! And the goal is for baby to be able to walk. Your child can now rapidly develop his own balance with active vestibular techniques. Before, you've been doing passive vestibular techniques where, as your child developed, you had to swing him around and move him through space. Now his mobility is good enough that he can do those things to himself. What kind of activities? Things such as somersaulting, rolling, climbing up, climbing across, climbing down, jumping up, jumping across, jumping down. In all these different activities, the child is changing his brain and body's relationship to space and to gravity, thus programming his vestibular mechanism with important information about balance. All kids do an active vestibular program on themselves. How often have you seen a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old by himself or in a group, and nobody really knows why? All of a sudden, they start spinning around. They're spinning around, and they start to giggle, they're laughing, they're getting dizzy, and of course they all fall down. And as that dizziness goes away, they jump up. What do? Frequency, intensity, and duration, bang. They start spinning around all over again. Remember when you were a kid, you'd lie down on the side of a hill on your tummy, and you'd let yourself roll down to the bottom, and you'd go crashing down, and when you got to the bottom, there was this funny, buzzy, dizzy feeling in your head? Well, you were giving yourself an active vestibular program. What's important is that we've learned how to get this information into the brain rapidly and efficiently, and of course with a great deal of enjoyment for the child.
The lung system is what...
Is brachiation a nice trick? Is the whole purpose here to be able to say that your kid could brachiate sooner than any other kid on the block? Obviously not. There are very important things going on here developmentally. The purpose is to grow the chest, get more oxygen to the brain. There are also important things going on from a manual.
Okay, big guy, up we go. Hold on, okay. We grab both sides and we swing a little bit and we reach and lift. And reach and lift. And as he's swinging, I swing him, and as he takes one hip, I just give enough support so we can get to the next rung easily. And down the ladder we go. Well done. Good job, man. There are certain basic points you should know about in order to make your child a good runner. First of all, you want to go outside with your child. Running indoors is very confining to a child. It's as confining to a child who can run as being in a playpen is confining to a child who can crawl or creep. So get outside in the great outdoors. Secondly, make sure your child's on a flat surface. Your child's respiration is not mature enough to be able to go up and down hills.
Now you've just seen Enrique rescuing Molly Ann. It must be very obvious to you that Molly Ann didn't really need rescuing. Now so far we've taught you how to make kids school-proof by teaching them how to read, and you know we make kids waterproof by teaching them how to swim. This is a way to make them burn-proof. Every day in Philadelphia, it seems to me, there's a fire and some child burns to death. Because he didn't know what to do.
Personally, I'm not a gymnast. I don't know anything about gymnastics, and I don't know very much about sports. The way that I started teaching Micah was by combining all the different things that the Institute had taught me with reading, math, and different things. I just put things together, and I did some. We began with more and more difficult material in gymnastics. Eventually, he was very good, and he just came up with gymnastic routines.
Michelle began an organized physical program when she was about 1½, and at that time we went out to the lumberyard and bought a regular 4x4 beam, which we laid down on the living room carpet, and she started walking back and forth with help. By the time she was about 2.5, she could walk it independently.
By 12, Michelle Gauger is a superb gymnast, as well as a swimmer and runner. She loves biking, skiing, and skating, too.
Themselves are not violinists, and it is the mothers who taught all these babies their gymnastics, and these big kids when they were babies. Mothers are splendid, splendid, splendid coaches. Indeed, among all of our mothers, only one mother is a professional athlete, and she's the one who polishes them off with their wrists, etc. But the real gymnastics were taught to all these children by their mothers. Mothers not only make the best teachers, mothers not only make the best violin teachers, mothers are the very best coaches of their children.